Be treated like a star. Discover the smoothness of supreme essence. Veet. What beauty feels like.
Hey, what's up, and a very good Friday morning to you. I'm Jen Su on SABC3 eXpresso. What's happening in the Hollywood scene? Well, of course, a lot of stuff. You know that the Conrad Murray versus Michael Jackson estate trial is going on at the moment. That was the big talk in Hollywood with Dr. Conrad Murray and his lawyer, Ed Chernoff, who basically is kind of an inexperienced lawyer trying to argue that Michael Jackson was a difficult patient. He was very demanding, and he already took enough drugs in his system to actually make 6 people sleep, never mind the propofol on top of that. Now, of course, you've got David Walgren, and he is a very experienced LA lawyer representing Michael Jackson's estate. He came in with a bit of a shocker there with Michael Jackson basically on his deathbed and saying it was a homicide, that actually Dr. Conrad Murray allegedly killed him. So the trial continues, and of course there's going to be some interesting testimonies coming out as we reveal them here. Now, moving on, you've got a lot of stuff going on with Ashton Kutcher and Demi Moore. Yes, they just celebrated their 6th wedding anniversary, but there is a 23-year-old lady who is alleging that she and Ashton Kutcher had an affair on that evening. The very evening of their wedding anniversary. Well, we'll see what happens with that, because apparently she's meeting with the Hollywood lawyers to get a bit of hushing, so to say. You know what? The two of them have a very open relationship. We'll see how that one pans out. And you've also got Scarlett Johansson. Well, of course, you know, with the whole risque photos that have been out, well, now there's a whole risque cell phone photos upload drama, and, you know, so much that's going on. More and more women and men and young people are actually uploading their photos to look like Scarlett Johansson. Not only that, but also a Hollywood artist has gone out and basically taken all of those pictures from the internet and posted them all around Hollywood. So that's a little bit scary as well. The other thing is ScarJo, as we call her, Scarlett Johansson, doesn't seem to be hanging out with Home Alone's younger brother anymore, Kieran Culkin. She seems to be spending quite a bit of time with Bradley Cooper, the Hangover 2 star. I quite like him. I think they actually make a very nice couple, so maybe something will develop from that. Katy Perry, well, she and Russell Brand also rumored to be on the rocks. You know, it's been on and off and on and off, but I don't know, lately the latest photos show Russell Brand hanging out with Cindy Crawford and Sharon Stone. Of course, that was for his latest film premiere. And then, of course, you've got Katy Perry, who's hanging out with her backup dancer at the Rock in Rio Festival in Rio de Janeiro. But of course, it's probably just lots of fun. You know, you can't always believe what these tabloids say. The other thing was that Rihanna, she was recently in Northern Ireland filming her music video, and she was in a field where she decided to take off all her clothes in the music video, and the 61-year-old owner of the field came out and said, no, 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 you're not going to do that, and basically kicked her off. But hopefully she's still got enough footage for her music video. Maybe they'll just cut that part out. Didier Zango was also recently here in Johannesburg. He is the face of Aramis, also international model, along with Paul Scolfer, who was selected. And if you remember, Paul Scolfer used to date Jennifer Aniston. Anyway, it was nice to see a very beautiful face of Didier Zango. And then, of course, moving on to Michelle Bombshell McGee. She's here in Johannesburg at the moment. She was the one who actually broke up Jesse James and Sandra Bullock's marriage. If you remember, she's the tattooed woman who came in there and just kind of broke things up. Well, she's actually here for Sexpo, and I actually saw her in person, and she tattoos her forehead. I mean, that must have really hurt. And finally, David Guetta versus Akon. The two of them will be here, mashing it up here in Joburg and in Cape Town. Cape Town for the 14th of October, Joburg for the 15th of October. That's David Guetta and Akon. Tickets on sale, so go get them. Anyway, that's what's happening in Hollywood at the moment. I hope you have a really great rest of your weekend. I'll see you back on Monday for your Hollywood Weekend Review. I'm Jen Su. Now back to you guys in studio.
Stay with eXpresso and SABC3.